Hello, my friends. I'm here today to read you the book called In Business for Yourself by Bruce Williams. My name is Maria, and I'm very glad to be here with you and continue reading because I already was reading it to you. And we are on the second chapter, Getting Started. And we stopped last time on the subject, how much is it worth? And we read all about it, how to get to know how much your business that you're going to get is worth. Okay, so today we are going to read the Restrictive Covenants. It's not that much, so it will be something else too, not only Restrictive Covenants. And it's about 2 pages, so hopefully we can make it to the end together. But if you have some questions or concerns, you're welcome to write me in a live chat. I will be glad to know what you think about this words that are written in this book, In Business for Yourself. And hopefully, by the time we finish reading this book, you will be in business for yourself. And we will go together and try to get to know each other more and help each other on this to be in business for ourselves. Okay, let's start it. My live stream health is green. I'm so glad for that. Sometimes it's orange. I don't know why. But today also is Russian Christmas Day. And I'm very glad to be here with you on this day and read you a little more. Okay. Restrictive Covenants. The purchase of a business can and often does include a binding guarantee that the previous owner will not open a competing business within a certain area. Okay, next page. That can be important because if he is a barber, for example, he can move down the street and take most of his customers with him. Just move down the street. That means you bought the goodwill and he took the goodwill with him. Depending on the nature of the product or service, the appropriate geographical area to exclude might be 2 miles or might be all the territory east of the Mississippi, for example. The restriction is enforceable if it is reasonable, and the courts have upheld that. If your covenant states that the previous owner can't open another pizza parlor in the state of Tennessee, that's probably unreasonable and unenforceable. But if it's a machine parts business, the whole of Tennessee may be a perfectly reasonable area for a restrictive covenant. It's essential that the restrictive covenant be written by an attorney who is familiar with the field. So, pizza or car parts? You need a different attorney or the one who knows both. Who knows, maybe you will sell pizza to your car part shop. Okay. The buyer may be reluctant to ask for a restrictive covenant, particularly if he or she is getting good terms. Actually, you should not be without it. The previous owner may swear he'll never have anything to do with the business again. Yeah, sure. And mean it at the time. But 6 months later, bored to madness, he may plunge back in. Remember that a reasonable covenant is best because it is enforceable and offers No escape to the seller. Don't be greedy. And don't overlook this. Some other considerations that should be examined in the purchase of an established business. Employees. How about employees? Sounds interesting. Let's read. Are key employees leaving the business upon transfer? Question. Big question mark. Do you want to keep the present employees? Are any contracts, including union contracts, involved? Oh yeah, you better think about it ahead, huh? Next, equipment. This includes furniture and fixtures. What is their market value? How much has the present owner spent in recent years on upkeep and repairs? How much? How many times? Next, accounts receivable. Are you buying the establishment's unpaid billing, commonly called receivables? If so, are they reasonably collectible? A bill long outstanding should be highly discounted. A bill long outstanding should be highly discounted. Do the customers of this business tend to pay slowly? If so, you may strain your working capital while you wait for your money. Next, accounts payable. Are you accepting responsibility for bills that the business owes? If so, they should be itemized. And an indemnification entered into against any other liabilities that are not on the itemized list. Sometimes, incidentally, that's impossible. If you take over a corporation and the hidden liabilities show up later, it's your problem. With a small corporation, you're better off to dissolve the corporation and form a new one with a similar name, or have the old corporation license your corporation to do business under the original corporate name. Thus, you don't take over the corporate liabilities. Just repeating for you a few times. Who knows, maybe you need it. Do you have your pen and pencil by you, by the way? Or paper and pen? Or marker and block note to write something down? Okay, let's have fun. Don't think about that. Suppliers. What kind of business relations does the present owner have with suppliers? Business relations. Is the business committed to suppliers through long-standing contracts? Remember, we are still reading business for yourself. Not about relationship. Can you expect similar terms? Are future deliveries already ordered? And final steps. You may have come this far without a lawyer, but from this point, you need one. If you're not the one. Especially in examining the lease or property transfer. If a lease is being offered, your lawyer must determine whether it is transferable and whether you will enjoy identical terms from a landlord as has the present operator. So, if you're renting a space for your business, you have to think about a lawyer. You should also determine rules about changing the layout of the buildings, interior or exterior. Rules? Lawyer rules, Okay. A good long lease is a sellable commodity. Sometimes, if location is paramount, it is the most important thing you buy. Let's see next. This says, getting started. This is getting started. This is about purchasing an established business. Okay. Continue. I received a call from a fellow in Texas who wanted to sell his business. He operated a Christmas store that was only open 2 months of the year. 2 months? Ooh, just 2 months. I think I need chocolate. I have this nice Toblerone over here. Someone gave me a gift. So, I think I ate the half of it today. And probably I'll finish it all. And look, I broke it like this. And the way it's made, look, I'll show you. Do you see? It has nice almond nougat in it, and I really love the taste. It's so soft and tender. I don't want to close my eyes. Sometimes I bite it and it sticks to my teeth. And the taste is still so good. Okay, I'll hold it in one hand. And here's some Coca-Cola green can. Coca-Cola, they call it Coca-Cola Life. So good. Okay. Thank you that you're here with me. I know I'm reading to you. And please, if you have questions, ask me questions. And you're welcome to tell me what kind of book you would like to read. You can also send me that book, and I will be glad to accept it and read it and tell you or read it to you online. Please subscribe to my channel too, and you will know all what I'm posting. Okay, let's read more about covenants in business for yourself. Okay. What, I asked him, did he do with his property for the other 10 months? We finished that he was only using it for 2 months, remember? Or you already all into chocolate and Coca-Cola? Okay, he said he didn't have a property, but just rented a new place every year. This fellow was trying to sell a business, but actually he had nothing to sell. He was little more than an itinerant peddler. Why would anyone need to buy a business from him? Why? You could start your own business on exactly the same terms. A business with only 1 year to run on the existing lease is also not selling much if it's a business in which location is an important ingredient. If it's a business in which location is an important ingredient. Nice, said. Very nice. Nice way to say it that way. Interesting. Turn your thoughts a little bit from a basic everyday speeches everywhere. Okay. If the business owner is selling a building rather than a lease, by all means you need a lawyer for what is actually a real estate transaction as well as a business purchase. The same goes for any sale in which a transfer of license is involved. Be aware of regulatory restrictions that apply to some licenses. If you are not a lawyer, hire a lawyer. The liabilities of the business should be nailed down in the contract: unpaid forthcoming bills, mortgages, agreements, back taxes, liens, overdue employee benefits, pending suits. Your lawyer should include a statement that the seller assumes any undisclosed claims. Did you write it down? Agreement must be reached as to when the purchaser takes over the business, how the insurance coverage and taxes are to be prorated, and who will pay the legal fees. It may be necessary to set up some escrow arrangement to handle that transition. Oh gosh, I heard so much about escrow for the last 6 months. I am just thinking that that word sounds to me as a black crow. Escrow. Like a black crow. Nice word. Okay. And this is the last words here for this subject, okay? The escrow agent, often, although not necessarily a bank or attorney, serves as an interim arrangement during the conveyance of the business until all conditions on both sides are met. So we finished for this subject of our restrictive covenants, and we, I think, learned a lot today about all this. Is it a business with a property? Do you need a lawyer? And don't overlook this: employees, equipment, account receivables, account payable, suppliers. A few final steps I read to you about licenses. And please, if you have some questions, just write them to me. You can write a message, you can write a comment, or anything you like to write. I would love to know more about you, and really would love to know more about you, because I put my soul into this. I put my feelings, and not just reading. I really would like you to succeed, and we are reading the book in Business for Yourself. I hope you by the end of the reading can do much better, or just do well. That is also good. And next time we will be reading Starting Your Own Business, right here. Starting Your Own Business, here, page number 44. If you have this book, we can read it together, and you can ask me questions what I think about that. I think I have a little bit of experience that can be always increased and developed and strengthened. So thank you very much. Please subscribe to my channel to be in charge, because you are in charge of your life. And remember, mind is a powerful thing. Thank you very much. Bye bye.